easy to prevent, but almost impossible to get rid of without hurting your wallet. Roof rats are roaming and looking for somewhere to go, and it could be your home. ABC 15's Chris Groh taking action in Phoenix tonight. And Chris, what are the experts saying this time of year?
Well, guys, after talking to some exterminators today, they're telling us the reason why they're seeing an uptick in reports of roof rats is because in the winter, they're trying to stay warm just like us. So they'll be nesting up in your attic or inside of your walls. The other thing is you got to watch out if you've got fruit, because if you see it laying around, there's a chance there could be roof rats near you. It started with a noise.
I'd be sleeping at night and I'd hear scratch marks going across the ceiling.
And then he saw it with his own eyes.
And this broke because it was soaking wet.
In just a couple of days, Cac Varley's attic turned from a seldomly used space into a home for rats, chewing everything in their sight.
They were already hitting the main line. So the line coming into the house in the attic, they hit that line, and then I had to shut off water completely.
We got our own look at the damage, and a couple of small animals have now turned into a big problem for Varley. So far, it's cost him thousands of dollars in repairs and now exterminators.
You take a look up there, it looks like dirt. Do you see that? It's actually not dirt, that's grease.
Now Varley is taking action to try and reclaim his home near Chandler Boulevard and 40th Street. Traps line the yard, and he's a pro at finding the right bait, a mix of walnuts and peanut butter. But if there's anything Varley wants to pass along to other homeowners, it's this.
If there's rat feces, you've got roof rats. Go up in the attic as soon as possible and figure out if you see anything.
Varley is hoping he won't be seeing this anymore anytime soon. Reporting in Phoenix, Chris Groh, ABC 15.
When you get a note,
winter in Arizona brings our good weather, beautiful outdoors, and ripe, delicious citrus. But that citrus attracts some ugly rodent visitors. We are talking about roof rats. Team 12's Colleen Sikora joins me in Studio 12A. Colleen, what can you do to keep these things away?
Well, Mitch, roof rats are destructive. Besides eating whatever they can that's edible, including your citrus, they can get in your walls and eat at wires too. The long-standing citrus trees in this Arcadia neighborhood filled with the vibrant orange and yellow fruit ready to be picked. But it's in Arcadia where these rodents from somewhere else made their disruptive appearance back in 2002. Since then,
there was a rat this big. It was so big that the entire trap couldn't catch it.
After year.
I was shocked. I've seen roof rats every now and then when my cameras will catch one. I had no idea there were that many here.
Roof rats have invaded Valley homes and backyards.
It can get bad pretty quick.
John Townsend is the Vector Control Division Manager for the Maricopa County Environmental Services Department. He says these can attract the unwanted rodents.
Anytime you have a citrus tree and you have roof rats in the area, they'll find it.
And with food, water, and shelter, they'll stay and do some damage.
They constantly chew. You know, they get into electric wires, things like that. They could start a fire. If they get into, say, a car, they can eat all the electric wire in a car and do a lot of damage.
So what can you do? Townsend says get rid of their food and water.
If you can clean those fruits off as soon as they're ripe and not have them around just setting, you know, all winter long, well then that's a good thing to do.
The result, enjoying your citrus before the roof rats do. Now, Townsend says if taking away the roof rat's food and water supply does not work, he says traps can work to help get rid of them too. Now, if you can't eat all of your citrus, we have some donation information for you right now on the 12 News app. Mitch?